Hi, Diane. Hi, everyone. This is Shirley from Shirley's World Vlog, and this is the Thursday live chat. Yes, I can only be on here about a half hour tonight. And Bumblebee already texted me she can't be on live tonight. She's doing family stuff. I have been so sleepy all day. I don't know if it's the weather. We have cold rain here all day. It's horrible out. Yeah, it's cold and just makes you want to snuggle or go back to bed. I could have gone back to bed at any time today. Yes, I've been actually just doing my hobbies today. I did do a ship with me this morning. I had 2 sales Wednesday night, so I did 2 went out today, and I have 1 so far going out tomorrow, a Poshmark sale. Hi, Yvonne. Glad to see you. Yeah, so I don't have any specific thing to talk about tonight, so what did you want to talk about? I do have my hat I finished here. I finished my hat and finished the pom-pom. I've never made a pom-pom before. Actually, I had more trouble with the pom-pom than I had with the whole hat. But I was bound and determined. Once you make it, then you have to trim it to a nice round ball. Well, I had pieces of yarn all over the place. But it's finally done. And it'll be nice and warm because this is acrylic, but it has some wool in it. So that's my hat. And I've started a... Hi, Debbie. And Renee's here. Hi. You're eating at Costco, Debbie. I don't have a Costco. I don't have a Costco things, but my son does. So I have been there. I didn't even know they had pizza and hot dogs. I didn't even know you could actually eat there. You just got done shopping, so you're hungry. I don't know if anybody knits. That hat was crocheted. That one's done. So then I decided I was going, because I used to knit all the time, but I have never knit on a pair of circular needles. So I've started this hat. It's in real bulky knit. And this was so hard to get it started. I don't know if it's the bulky knit or I'm not used to that first row. You have to keep it from, twisting. That was hard. These needles, I got these bamboo needles because they said they weren't as slippery. Well, I think they're just as slippery as the metal ones. But this is what that hat's going to be made out of. And this is going to have one of those turned up brims. So then I'll have to decide whether I want a pom-pom too. if I want a pom-pom, I'll have to go get another skein of yarn because I think we'll have to see. This I had to get a whole skein of yarn just to do the pom-pom. Now I have a bunch of yarn of this left over to make something. I don't know what. They are big. Those are big needles, but it's big yarn. It's the one they said to use with this yarn. I think they're a 10. I've never knit on that big of a needle. I've knit before a long time ago, but I always knit on the straight needles, and I don't think I ever knit on ones that big because I never knitted in such bulky yarn before. Yeah. Hi, Cindy. Yeah, everybody's here. Bumblebee can't be here tonight. She's doing family stuff. My daughter called me on her way to work today to talk. And my son sent me a picture. Did I tell you this? My son sent me a picture of the puppy he's getting. It's 3 weeks old now. It has its eyes open. It's a whole litter. It's a Weimaraner, and this will be his third Weimaraner. Not all at once, one at a time. And yeah, it'll be a female in the silver color, what they call the gray ghost color. So it's so tiny. It's just little, but its paws are big already. Yeah. And he'll get it the first part of December. And when they come out for Christmas Eve, they're gonna bring the puppy. So I'll have pictures. I don't know how my dog. Oh, she's out in the other room. I don't know how Penny will like that. She should be fine. Especially since a little puppy. Hi, Rosie. Yeah, you came here last week, I think. I think I put you on my list. Rosie from Michigan. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you came back. Yeah, I've been just sitting around doing my hobbies today. I've been painting. I didn't bring any of that out here. I've been painting and did some drawing, sketching in my sketchbook, and knitting. And watching YouTube videos. That's all I've done all day. I did make a stir-fry rice for supper. You want a Shirley painting? It's so hard. Watercolor is very difficult, but I'm bound and determined to learn it. Believe me, acrylics, anything that you can control is so much easier than watercolor. Watercolor is hard. But I like it. It's fun. Does magical things when it's wet. what I've noticed since I've been painting, especially in watercolor, because you can have the different colors bleed into each other and make beautiful reactions. And it's especially good in the fall here because the colors of the leaves, they look exactly like that. So I have a little book. I think I showed you a couple of the leaves I've done. Leaves. I did a couple more leaves in there. But I find myself really looking at nature. The leaves are getting really pretty around here. And on my property, I have, I have oak leaves, I have maple, I have red maple, I have yellow maple. I have my sassafras tree is bright red. Yeah, I have all kinds of leaves. So it's really making me notice the colors of things and how when the sun comes up, it looks different in the landscape, of course, and when it goes down. But I'm just looking at it more now. Yeah. Until they actually, one of the ones I'm watching that does YouTube videos teaching you things, I never noticed, but when you look at a landscape, it's darker on the top, the sky, and goes down to lighter. I never realized that before, but I kept looking, and that's right. It's darker on the top, even if it's blue, it's a little darker and goes down to a brighter or a different color that's lighter. And the landscape does the exact opposite. Goes from light to dark. Even if it's just by a little bit. It is a beautiful time of year. I'm so glad that this fall is, sometimes when the leaves get real brittle and start to change, you'll have a bad rainstorm and then a lot of wind, and it'll just wreck the fall because it'll blow all the leaves off the tree and you won't ever get to see them. But so far, so good. Now, it's raining today, but it's not a hard rain. It's just an irritating cold rain. My dog, I had to force to go out today. She doesn't like the rain either. I'll tell you one thing about I have to concentrate so much when I'm doing anything. When I was painting, I was concentrating. When I concentrate, like on any craft I'm doing, I grit my teeth, and I don't even know I'm doing it. I grit my teeth, grind my teeth a lot, which makes my mouth sore from the denture, and it also gives me a headache. But I'll stop. I'll realize it, and then I'll stop and say, I'm not going to do that. But within 2 minutes, I'm doing it again. You just don't realize. You have that cold rain too, Renee. Yeah, it's very cold. Samantha's sick. She couldn't come this week. She's going to come twice next week. She thought she had strep. She even went to urgent care, she said, but she doesn't have it. But yeah. But she has kids, that kids go to school, they bring stuff home. Germs. Put a piece of candy in my mouth, it might help. Maybe. Yeah, I haven't tried that. One thing I need, I don't know if anybody else has dentures here, but I need my dentures relined. And possibly if they didn't move around, it wouldn't make my mouth sore. And that's from, they're not fitting correctly anymore, so I need a reline. So that means a trip to the dentist or the people that fix dentures. Yeah, relined. Yeah, I'm sure it will help. Uh, I just want a soft reline. I'm not sure if, oh, you're a hygienist. Okay. Yeah, I think shortly, it wasn't too long after I first got my dentures, they did a hard reline, and that was not good because then the dentist had to fuss around getting it to fit my mouth all over again. But I've been reading about the soft reline, and it sounds like, you know, it should just conform to your mouth right away. I hope so. Because it's really hard to eat anything without pain. Well, it's winter. It's coming into fall and winter, and that's soup time. That's my most favorite thing. Mouth is very sensitive and takes some time to adjust to anything different. Yeah. Janet K. Hi. Hi, Janet. Yeah, so I don't know if it's the weather that's making me feel so tired, or if it's just, I don't know. I don't feel like doing much of anything. And I've been watching more TV, mostly YouTube on the TV, than I ever have in my whole life. That's not good. It's not good to stay still that long. Might be the weather. Yeah, right. That's what I feel like, hibernating. I went to bed early last night for me. It was like between 10 and 10:30. That's really early for me. But then I woke up at 5:30, 6 o'clock and couldn't go back to sleep. So I guess my body just needs a certain amount of sleep and that's it. But I stayed in bed. I stayed in bed till 6:30. That's as long as I could. I usually get up at 7, but remember next, when is it? The 1st. When is that? In a few days, we set the clocks back an hour. So we'll gain an hour's sleep, but it's going to get dark really early. It already is getting dark much earlier, but it'll be a whole hour earlier. But it'll be lighter in the morning, which I like. Yeah, love the extra hour. My dog is the strangest eater. She's still out there. She didn't eat all till like middle of the afternoon, even toward late afternoon, and then she wanted to eat just a little while ago again for supper. Maybe she didn't feel good this morning, I don't know. She was sleeping a lot, and she didn't wanna go out in the rain. You can do a lot in 1 hour. Yeah. I'm best in the morning anyway. I'm just gonna try to get up earlier and go to bed earlier. Is that right? Yeah, go to bed earlier. I'm trying for 10. I read an article that says at my age, uh, my inner clock has changed and I should be going to bed earlier. I sold one thing today on Poshmark. I'll have it on for a sell ship with me tomorrow. Now, Wednesday night I sold 2 things, so I did a ship with me this morning, and they were 2 eBay items. But wow. But I realized it was all my fault I wasn't getting sales is because I forgot to put my sales on, and I think I don't know, people won't buy anything unless it's on sale, evidently. Oh, you saw my ship with me, yeah. Yeah, so I'll have one so far for tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll sell something tonight, or sometimes I'll sell something overnight. Well, on the West Coast, it's much earlier in here. Uh, yeah, every little thing that goes out the door helps. Since I haven't listed anything since I ran out of inventory, yeah, this is when I like to sell the things when I'm not adding to my inventory. Yeah, everybody wants to feel like they're getting a deal. That's for sure. I do think it's the economy. eBay reselling is nothing like it used to be as far as the prices. I don't know when I'll go to the bin store. It's not going to be in the cold rain, I'll tell you that. Monday, I have to go and get my hair cut. Uh, I'm not going to get it super short because I have to get my winter haircut. It'll still be the same shape and everything, but it won't be super short. Maybe this next week I'll go. I can only go on Thursdays. That's the dollar day. My handyman came and took all the rest of the fencing down and cleared that all out. It's all neat now. And did some other things. Fixed my back door. Several other things he did for me. Do I live close to I-71? I-71. Yes, I don't live very far from I-71. You can drop off some things. Ah. Yeah, I only live maybe a mile away. It's only like 2 turns to get to my house from I-71. You're having another surgery at the Cleveland Clinic? Oh, dear. I forget what number my exit is. I'll have to look that up. Back surgery. Ooh, ouch. Well, we're very lucky we have the Cleveland Clinic here. My, I'm a Cleveland Clinic person. My doctor is Cleveland Clinic. You know, all the hospitals in this whole area, there's no private hospitals anymore, hardly. They either changed to the Cleveland Clinic, uh, like Medina. It used to be just Medina Hospital. It wasn't the doctors owned it, I think. And now it's the Cleveland Clinic at Medina. Yes, I will keep you in mind. When do you have your surgery, Renee? November 13th. Okay. I will keep you in my prayers also. Will they keep you over? Yeah, they don't keep anybody over for anything. You would think they would. You have to go to the Cleveland Clinic tomorrow for pre-surgery. It's a same day surgery. Okay. And then you wouldn't think it would be good for you then to sit in a car to go home. You have to lay in the back seat? Uh, it used to be any back surgery, you weren't even allowed to sit for weeks on end. It's all different now. My sister's doing well. No more falls. Oh, you'll stay at a hotel the night after. Yeah, good idea. Yeah, you don't want to sit and drive. Uh, hmm. Well, I think I'm going to have to find another dentist because I don't I really like my dentist as much as I can like a dentist. Uh, but she retired, and I don't like the young girl that took over her practice. I think it's just because she's not as experienced. And whereas my dentist wouldn't hesitate to try to fix something instead of sending you to the oral surgeon to have a tooth pulled. She just, wanted me to go get my this tooth pulled. They're hard to find. I know. I don't even know how to go about that. My daughter goes to her, she's like 45 minutes away from me, but she goes to a place, it's a big, like a clinic type thing. They have several dentists in there and they do everything, you know. My dentist, I think there were maybe 3 different dentists, 2 different, maybe just 2 different dentists in the office. Wasn't one of those big dental places. It's the same as doctors, I think. Doctors are also, you hardly ever see my doctor that I have here in Medina now. I got him shortly after we moved here. And he used to be by himself. And now he has like 3 other people with him, 3 other doctors in the office with him. Maybe it's because the expense. I don't know. I'm not crazy about my doctor. I never have been. I had the best doctor back when we lived in Parma, but he retired, so I had to get a new one out here. He was just the best doctor ever. He was more of the old-fashioned kind. His name was Dr. Song. I'm pretty sure he was Chinese, but I'm not sure. But he was just a wonderful person too. He cared, you know, he cared about you. He knew about you. I don't think my doctor knows skittle about me. If it's not on that computer that he's looking at, he doesn't know. Maybe it's not a bad idea to go to somebody who has lots of experience pulling teeth if that is where she is sending you. Well, it was the same guy that, got pulled all my top teeth to get ready for, that's who I would go to. And he's right here in Medina. Your mom and dad have a great doctor. Yeah, that's one advantage. If you're a working nurse, especially because I worked in the ER, I got to see all the doctors and all the doctors, how they behaved, how they were with the patients. You heard stories. And it was very easy to pick your doctor. That's how I picked Dr. Song. As soon as you get able to transfer, you'll be transferring to him. He's your age. Yeah, it's not easy finding a good doctor. Nowadays, they're altogether different. I don't think there's any old-fashioned doctors anymore. Back when I was young, when I was a kid, the doctors came to your house. That was in olden days. Yeah, I still remember his name back when I was a kid. His name was Dr. Washabaugh. Dr. Washabaugh. And then after him, we had another one that came to the house. Yeah, so different than now. You might as well take care of yourself on Google. I think that's what he's doing on his computer. Uh, they just send you they just send you. If you tell them something's wrong, they send you to another, someplace else. It's because they all work for a hospital, not self-owned. They all work for the pharmaceutical companies. That's who they work for. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not big on the medical profession anymore. Uh, it's terrible. I'm going to have to close out here. But I wanted to come on because it's my 7 o'clock live, even if I can't stay the whole time. I will be back tomorrow morning to do a ship with me, and then for sure on Sunday. Hopefully, I'll have more than the 3 or 4 things I have right now to put on the live on Sunday. Now that I have my sales on, I have a 25% off sale going in my whole eBay store on everything. And still people are lowballing me. Yeah, so everybody have a good evening tonight. Stay warm. Hope you don't have this cold rain like me here. And be good. Be blessed. God is good. See you in the next one. Nighty night.